Hello and welcome to another video by Johnny. Chào mừng các bạn một video khác của Johnny nha. In this video, I will be doing a speaking topic called discrimination, and I will do it in 3 parts: part 1, part 2, and part 1, part 2, and part 3, all about the same topic, discrimination. Because I think if you encounter this topic in the real exam, you might all know how to deal with it. Okay, so that's why, 3 parts. Ở cái video này mình sẽ làm 3 cái part 1, 2 và 3 luôn, 1, 2, 3 luôn về cái cùng một chủ đề, đó là discrimination. Để mà lúc mà các bạn đi thi á, các bạn có thể đụng cái chủ đề này ở bất kỳ cái part nào thì đều có thể có hướng để xử lý hết. So remember, in part 1, it's an interview topic, so basically it talk about more about personal experience. And you just have to answer it fluently and your pronunciation should be correct. Part 1 nó chỉ là cái gì phần phỏng vấn này. Nói chung là mình sẽ lại nói về những cái trải nghiệm của cá nhân thôi, chứ mình không có cần phải dùng từ cao siêu hay gì cả. Thì thực sự part 1 người ta sẽ chấm điểm các bạn dựa vào cái gì? Dựa vào cái phát âm và cái sự trôi chảy vậy thôi. That's all. Not too much. Không cần phải từ vựng cao siêu hay gì cả. No, you don't have to. Right, you don't need any fancy words from part 3 or something. You don't in part 1. Now, part 1 speaking, interview topic, discrimination. Question number 1. Do people discriminate based on social status or gender differences in your country? Well, I think my countrymen do have relatively different viewpoints about the other people, but of course, they do discriminate to some extent. I can see that if you possess an apartment or a house, or having a higher degree, then people will generally treat you better. Or if you were born a girl, then people would pay more attention to you. But isn't it a norm in other countries as well? At least I think so. Question number 2. Would people treat you better if you had a higher education or having a good family background? Well, I do think that a decent family background would immediately enable you to be trusted by the people. The same goes for having a higher education. Why is it so? Well, because people tend to behave morally or within a certain social standards. Hence, they do deserve the respect of the society, I guess. Question number 3. Is it a problem being gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender in your country? To be honest, it depends on the age groups of the general public. As the older generation are still conservative toward the topic of LGBTQ, while the younger ones are much more acceptant. But at least things are changing fast in this country, and one can speak freely about it now without the fear of being punished or alienated. However, there is still much to be done to gain total acceptance for being gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender in this country. Question number 4. Do you think having a pale skin or dark skin tone affects the way people treat you in your country? One might refuse to acknowledge this truth, but there is a reason why many beauty salons are open in this country. Is it just to serve the trend of people wanting to be whiter? Or at least making them look less dark? How come? Asians tend to respect and treat whiter people better due to the traditional image of being in a higher social class as compared to the darker skin tone of the farmers. Therefore, this discrimination has been widely accepted in a society for many generations. Question number 5. Can men do the jobs associated with women, such as nursing or manicure, pedicure in your country? I would say that this is not common at all in my country, you know. Manicure or pedicure as well as nursing are the jobs traditionally linked with women, and even though the society is changing gradually, it would take years for us to be able to see male nurses or men working in the nail business. However, I'm not saying that one could not do these things. Of course they can. But it takes a lot of courage though. Okay, so that's part 1. Now we come to part 2 IELTS. Remember, part 2 IELTS, they will ask you to speak about a topic for 1 to 2 minutes. And you have about 60 seconds to prepare for your talk, so you can just write on the paper some ideas and things like that. You don't have to follow all the hints, but it is a wise thing to do. Các bạn lúc mà làm part 2 speaking IELTS, các bạn nhớ là mình chỉ có khoảng 60 giây để mà suy nghĩ thôi, để mà viết ra những cái ý gì đó thôi. Và các bạn không cần phải theo tất cả những cái hint, những cái cue cards, sorry, những cái cue, những cái điểm mà người ta yêu cầu, ví dụ là cái loại đó là gì, you should say bao nhiêu á. Không cần phải theo hết, nhưng mà nên làm theo cái đó, giống như một kiểu dạng bài đó. Các bạn chỉ được nói trong vòng 1 đến 2 phút thôi. Nếu mà các bạn bị người ta dừng lại á, bị stop lại á, bị dừng lại đồng hồ á, thì cũng đừng có lo, don't worry about it. Tức là người ta không có đủ thời gian để người ta đã nghe đủ rồi, hoặc là người ta không có đủ thời gian cho các bạn, thì các người ta phải nhanh chóng vào part 3 để cho ứng viên khác ta còn thi chứ. So basically, if you were stopped during your talk during part 2, don't worry about it, because basically the examiner, of course, they have to examine so many students, assess many students in one day, and they don't have time for you to just basically go slow and talk a lot. No, they don't. So don't worry about being stopped, okay? It means that you have talked, they have heard enough from you to give you a good band score, okay? Now, IELTS speaking part 2, long response topic, discrimination. Describe a time when you witnessed a discrimination. You should say what type of discrimination it was, who were involved in such an incident, when and where it happened, the solutions for or consequences of the incidents, and explain how you felt about it. Well, about an incident that I had seen last year, that I saw last year on my trip to the coastal city of Nha Trang. The thing is, Nha Trang is a tourist attraction, and on a yearly basis, millions of people from all over the world come here to enjoy their vacation. Among them, Chinese tourists are the most abundant, and they certainly bring with them many issues as well as financial gain for the local population. So, on my trip, I was in a big restaurant with my family, and then suddenly a group of Chinese rushed in, and they were very loud as well as disrespectful toward the staff and other customers. It had come to the point that the owner asked those guests to go into a separate room which only served Chinese customers, so that they would not be sitting in the same room with the other nationalities. And of course, they did go to that room, and the staff had to try their best to serve those annoying but wealthy people, which pleased me somehow. If you think about how much of a fuss they could have caused when having their meals with us. So finally, I talked to one of those guests, and he said that they had the money and could do whatever they wanted. So I believe that every discrimination has its own reasons, even though the act is morally wrong, and we should fight it to make a world a better place to live in. Okay, and now we come to part 3. Part 3 speaking topic, discussion topic, discrimination. Các bạn nhớ part 3 nha. Các part 3 là có bao nhiêu từ vựng khủng, bao nhiêu cách nói khủng, tất cả mọi thứ mạnh nhất của các bạn, bao nhiêu vũ khí các thứ của bạn đem ra hết. Tại vì mà các bạn không đem ra thì giám khảo cố gắng hỏi các bạn những câu mà rất khó để các bạn có thể đạt được ban điểm cao nhất các bạn có thể. So remember part 3, all the best thing, bring the best out of yourself, bring the best out of you. Because the examiner will try to push you to achieve the best band score you could possibly get. So remember, try your best in part 3 as well. Okay, part 3. Discrimination. Number 1. Would being born in a rich family entitle one to be well treated by the society? Why or why not? Well, you know, being born with blue blood surely does bring tremendous benefits to the person, as well as some drawbacks. As the expression silver spoon in his mouth or her mouth suggests, those individuals usually receive above average treatment in nearly all aspects of life, from a prestigious education to being respected when attending social events. However, being born rich could be detrimental as well, as most of the people would try to exploit or to simply relieving you of your wealth through robbery or scamming. Not to mention the danger associated with owning a massive asset. Besides, a lot of people could be jealous of your background, hence you would not be able to find real friends, and as a result, loneliness is common. And most rich people would only be able to make friends with themselves. So, generally speaking, I think it depends. Question number 2. How does age, regional and racial discrimination affect the country? Well, as we are now living in a fast-growing economy, many people from all walks of life could be participating in the workforce, or being customers in the servicing companies. With that being said, any form of discrimination against either ethnic groups, ages, regional differences, or even races can have negative consequences on the development of the economy, education, and production. For instance, aged people are often frowned upon when looking for work, or immigrants are usually given cheap manual jobs, despite the vast experience and the high academic credentials that they might possess. Another example is about the jobs of educators. People in this country usually look down on teachers having a darker skin tone, or if the tutor was from a third world country, then they would land a job with a relatively lower compensation rather than their Caucasian peers. Therefore, the biased and discriminative view of many people in this country could be very detrimental for the nation in the long run, as they risk losing many highly skilled and experienced workers. Luckily, the situation is changing day by day, as the people are gradually learning how to treat people based on merits, not their backgrounds. Question 3. What should the government do to handle the issue of discrimination in general? Well, to be honest, when coming across issues such as discrimination, many people would agree that the government has much more pressing problems to attend to. But if they have to handle the issue, what would they do then? I guess establishing anti-discrimination law would be the first step, with moderate punishment against offenders. For example, any individual caught in the act of mistreating a particular person would have to work for the communal kitchen for a month for free, for example. Besides, it is believed that any form of discrimination is actually originated from the lack of knowledge and understanding about a certain thing. usually between people with different backgrounds. Therefore, there should be programs to better the public understanding between people, maybe through storytelling or team working to solve a common problem together. That's all to it, I think. Last question. Question number 4. People in the LGBTQ community are still being discriminated against, especially in their work and in public places. What should everybody do to solve this problem? So L stands for lesbian, G for gay, B for bisexual, T for transgendered, and Q for queer. As far as I know, approximately 70% of the world population has a flexible sexual orientation, which means that during their lifetime, they might be able to develop any preferences besides from the traditional orientation of being straight. Therefore, the public might contain many closeted men and women who haven't discovered their true gender identities yet. And discrimination against the LGBTQ community is one of the most idiotic things that has ever existed on the planet, as they made up more than half of us all. With that being addressed, everybody should give or lend a hand to help eradicating the unfair treatment against the non-straight through educational campaigns and storytelling, as well as social activities. In the workplace, there should be anti-discrimination regulations and simultaneously policies to enhance understanding and to actively help the people from that community out. Help them out. Only through education can we hope to eliminate the harm caused by discrimination. Alright, that's all. Hết rồi các bạn. Ok, các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này, đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nhớ nhấn vào nút cái chuông cái bên cạnh cái đăng ký kênh á để mà được thông báo về những video mới nha các bạn. Các bạn cũng có thể mà theo dõi follow Facebook mình, nhưng mà nhớ đừng có add friend Facebook mình nha. Thank you. Please like, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also press on the bell button next to the subscribe button to get notified about new uploads. You can also follow my Facebook, but please do not add me as friend on Facebook, okay? Thank you and see you in my next video. Bye bye.